Hey, Ferb! Hey, Zeno!
All right, here we go. We're about to begin
Dwarves.
the point in which some people decide to quit Origins.
Oh, good! No wonder you made me save it for last. Last in terms of the... Zeno said who got canceled? Oh, the dwarves. Do we need to talk to everybody at camp? Nope. We are in the dwarvy dwarvenness, and we are here. We're in Arzamar. And I talked to this guy.
We checked in with everybody, made sure everyone was Gucci last week.
So now we have a bunch of new things to do.
The Canadian sounding dwarves.
Yeah, the North American dwarves. You are correct, Ferb. So we have a bunch of things to do.
Bioware's the Canadian studio.
Yeah, we have to go and talk to Steward Bandalore. Because the assembly is all fucked. We have to go into the deep roads to find Fielda's son. We have to talk to Dulin Forrender, who is Lord Haromont's guy. We have to talk to Vertag Gavorn, who is the representative of Prince Balin, who, as we've seen, is a bit of a crazy person. And then we have to talk to, the same guy. Oh, this is the chantry thing. Sorry, the chant in the depth, which is we have to help Brother Burkle, who's over there, establish a chantry in Ozermar.
Brother Burkle.
Brother Burkle. He's doing his best in a thing that, honestly, I don't really think that he's gonna succeed, but you know what? I can't fault him for trying.
The dwarven ear may be more receptive to the light of the chantry than you may think.
Yeah, here's somebody to talk to, and then there's a second floor.
Andraste's tits, cut them some slack.
Andraste's tits! Oh, Ferb says, about hooses and mooses. Some vague Ironforge. Yeah, it is vaguely Ironforge-like. And I think, and funnily enough, I think that the Ironforge, like the nation of the dwarves in World of Warcraft, is called Orzammar.
Is it?
I think it is, because I've heard the term before. When you're like, oh, we're going to Ozamar, I was like, you mean Orzammar? I swear that is in World of Warcraft as well.
I thought it was Casmodan.
Casmodan is one of the continent chunklets also. Hello, Dagna. Let me see if I can...
It's Kalimdor. You're thinking of
Kalimdor.
Kalimdor.
Kalimdor. Yeah. There is an... I'm certain... Hold on. I'm going to look it up on my phone really quick. Hold on. We're going to find out. We're going to find out if I'm just imagining things. Who is crazy in this argument? Let's find out. Let's find out. World of Warcraft. Or Zamar. Oh, there's a bunch of Oh, okay, yeah. People are asking if they think that the name of the city, Orzammar, is a nod to the orc city of Orgrimmar in World of Warcraft, which is what...
I think it's just a coincidence.
Yeah, but I think that's probably where I got that notion. I was like, wait a minute, what? Oh, yeah! Also, Ferb is correct. Kalimdor is the other continent. It's got the elves. It doesn't have the dwarves. The elves got a whole continent all of themselves. Well, on the Alliance side. The Horde had a bunch of shit on it.
I thought there was like a tiger or whatever in Kalimdor. I don't know, maybe I'm crazy. It's been a long time since
the continent of Kalimdor had a single city on it that Orgrimmar dropped a literal nuke on.
Nice.
And that's why we went to war with them, but like more so now. The war part of the Warcraft. All right, can I help you?
I've been trying forever to find someone who really knows the surface world.
Aw, she's cute!
I don't suppose you've heard of something called the Circle?
The Circle of Majork? Oh yeah, my companion here's a senior enchanter of the Circle.
Oh, my lady, it's an honor. I've never met an actual mage. Is it true you can manipulate nature's forces with your mind? Like you were born with lyrium in your veins?
Don't let the glamour fool you, child.
As she glows with
Living
magic
is
power.
a dangerous occupation and a great responsibility.
At the ripe old age of 40, you too can be a mage.
Yeah, Ferb says that they used to be a huge WoW nerd, so they know a lot of stuff. And the big tree was Teldrassil, and that's on its... Yeah, the big ocean tree, and that explodes.
As do most things in World of Warcraft.
Yeah, and then we burned down the other New World tree because Sylvanas was sad.
They should really just stop.
Just stop.
Man. It seems like a fire hazard.
Yeah. Take a page out of Genshin's book. Just have the tree be cool and important. Stop blowing them up.
Is she like... Yeah.
Yeah.
She's literally sweating rocks.
Yeah, sweating rocks. Why is a dwarf interested in the circle?
I've been trying to reach someone there for years. I've sent missives with every caravan, but I never get a reply. I want to know if they would accept me for study.
Do you want me to ask them? Or actually, I have a... Why wouldn't they?
No dwarf has ever studied at the Circle of Magi. I guess you never read First Enchanter Capelyn's treatise concerning dwarfs and the non-heritability of magic. He tested dwarfs from 20 bloodlines and found they couldn't perform any level of spell casting, regardless of lyrium exposure or time on the surface. The Circle speculates that lyrium in the stone shields us from spiritual influences, and over time made us immune to them.
That's actually an interesting idea. Why don't you read about axes and ale like a proper dwarf? God, you can be such a dick. What do you want with the circle?
I want to go to the Circle to study. I don't want to do magic. No dwarf can cast spells, but I don't see why I shouldn't study it. It would be a valuable exchange. Orzammar would learn of one of the great natural forces of the surface. And the Circle gains direct access to our knowledge of lyrium smithing.
I can bring the circle your request.
That would be wonderful. My name is Dagna, daughter of Janar of the Smithcast. Tell them I've already begun reading the Tevinter Imperium's Ferticum Kadab, and it's just fascinating. Did you know the Imperial Magister Lords once had genealogies of every human family known to produce a mage child?
She's so enthusiastic and adorable. I'm glad we're helping her.
Oh, I'll go pack my bags right now. I'll be waiting by my father's shop.
Something tells me even if they say no, she's just going to be outside the wind approves. Yay. She's just going to be outside the tower with a little backpack and be like, I'm here to learn. Let me in. Alright, what is these? This is a shop. Hello, Garin.
Greetings, and welcome to Garen Garrison's luxury
Oh,
goods
Garen
shop.
Garrison.
Wow, there are a lot of you, and I've never seen one of those before. The things they come up with. What was I saying?
Have a look at my shop, I hope.
Right. Yeah, I have some lovely things here. Lyrium enhanced, of course.
Neat. I was looking to see if it had healing kits. They do not. They have a lot of gifts. Small, flawless ice crystal. That's very nice. Large, flawless, small... Wow, he's got all the nice flawless things. Let's get rid of these. I will take... Actually, I am going to get the small, flawless fire crystal for Shale. I think she would like that. Alright, that's all I needed. Thank you, sir.
Your funds, man.
Nug Wrangler Bormore.
I knew I should have stuck to common nugs. I've gone and lost them too. I'll never find them the way they skitter.
Common nugs. I don't like those. They look dirty.
No way I'm going back to that supplier in Dust Town. Guess I'm shutting it down.
If I see any nugs, I can send them your way.
Good on you, stranger. Only need one to turn this around.
Don't even know what he's doing. We're just gonna go find him a nug. We're gonna find out he's doing something terrible with them. Like, great, now we can barbecue them. No. Although, based on the name, I'm guessing it's for, like, they're gonna race them or something. Or maybe they would eat them. These look sort of like nugs. Very big nugs. But they do kind of look like nugs. Alright then. Okay, so we can't go in there. And I think that that's all of the major objects that were here. So, we can go to Dust Town. Those are the deep roads. We do need to go there, but I have a feeling the story may send me there, so I'm gonna not go there yet. And that's the proving ground, so... Okay. So I guess Dust Town first? Unless you think I should go straight to the fancies. Ooh, floor carving.
No, it is entirely up to you.
Okay.
The point of no return for this is much later than you'd expect.
Okay, good. Ferb says, I don't know anything about WoW past the Battle for Azeroth because I got fed up and quit. Does having an air conditioner room mean you can render videos at night now? Yes, it does. It means I can upload them at night. I've been rendering them during the day. I have like 6 videos to go and pop up. So, this means I can have the computer on even at night. Alright, this is all about the city of Orzammar. The dwarves are lauded for their craftsmanship, and the city of Orzammar is one of their finest works. Orzammar lies at the heart of the Frostback Mountains deep underground. The city arcs outward from the royal palace, which is built around a natural lava vent, continually fountaining liquid rock, which both lights and heats the entire cavern. The topmost tier of Orzammar is home to the noble caste, with their palaces fanning out in both directions from the court of the king, as well as the Shaperit, which serves as a repository for all dwarven knowledge. The lower tier is the commons, where the merchant caste holds sway, and where the finest works of Orzammar's craftsmanship are for sale. In the center of the river of lava, connected to the commons by a causeway, are the Proving Grounds, a sacred arena where the dwarves, by ancient tradition, settle their disputes. On one side of the fiery river are the ruins of old dwarven palaces fallen into disrepair, which the locals call Dust Town, now home to the city's casteless. On the other side of the river are the deep roads, which once joined the sprawling dwarven empire together, but now, after centuries of Darkspawn incursions, are largely sealed off. Nearly all knowledge of this network of underground passages has been lost, even to its builders. You didn't really miss anything, by the way, Ferb, in terms of, like, lore. They just kind of started repeating previous expansions. Like, God. Battle for Azeroth, was basically just fucking Cataclysm Part 2. And then the one after that was just Wrath of the Lich King, but with more hell in it. Have I ever tried Nug Liver? Nope.
The differences between this side of town and the others is striking.
That is to put it mildly. Ah, thugs! How much you want to bet we're gonna have a fight with them?
Might want to save.
Oh! There we go.
Is it just me, or do you actually think you have a chance?
Yeah, I'm gonna save after this fight since it's a little too late now. Quickly, everybody, to heroism.
This cost. Is that all you've got?
This should be easy.
Alright, battle it is then.
Hello! I'll be with you in a moment, sir. You're just watching this happen. She's just over there like, yeah, okay. And dead. And I'll turn off my aura so I don't blind anybody. And I think that was everything. Nope, one person had some stuff. Come here. Give me your money. Okay, there was nothing on him, but I looted him anyway. Hello, Rogeek. Rogek?
You should save. Yeah, there you go.
I did.
Look like any guardsman I ever saw, and that's not much of a uniform.
Also, do you look distinctly not dwarven?
Yeah, I was gonna be like, how do I politely say, bro, I'm twice your size? I'm clearly not a dwarf. I am Lenaria, Grey Warden.
Oh, you looking for a chance to bring in some coin? Could be I have that opportunity. Especially for someone with a few connections above ground.
Sounds like I wouldn't approve of your kind of opportunity. I guess I'll hear what you're asking.
Human kings, you know, they make these ridiculous laws. Like about who gets to buy and sell lyrium, the sacred gift the stone provides us to show her love. No law should regulate that. The laws are meant to keep mages away from the stuff, so there's always buyers in the Circle Tower. I got one man named Godwin. He's expecting a delivery of a stone's weight. You want an investment opportunity? I could see fit to, say, sell you that lyrium instead, at the reasonable price of 50 sovereigns. You
I
can keep
don't
it,
have
or,
that.
since you can travel freely from here, sell it to Godwin, who you know is buying. And if you bring back his return order, I could pay you, say, 20 sovereigns as a finder's fee.
Are sovereigns the silver pieces?
No, they're gold.
I do not have 50 gold!
You might have to reload, because if I remember correctly, if you don't have enough gold when you talk to him, then it cancels the quest.
Oh, can just never speak to him again. Okay.
You can, but I think you can negotiate him down to 40.
Okay. I mean, I don't have that either. I have, 16. It must be dangerous if you're paying so much.
Also for someone like you, I guess.
I think that they were good investments.
Down here have a natural immunity. Other races, there are problems if they spend too long with the ore. The real issue is that lyrium's valuable. It's only found down here, and human mages can't work without it.
I don't have that kind of money.
Long as you keep your eyes down and your mouth shut, we've got no further business.
Yeah,
okay.
You have to reload.
I quick saved right there, so it's fine.
Yeah, just don't talk to him until you have 40 sovereigns.
I'll be back at some later point. Oh, can I give you something?
Whatever you're looking for, it's not me, I swear.
You need to make 40 sovereigns, and you're already looking for people to give your money away to.
I'm a nice person, goddammit! Assembly directive.
Right.
The key to the city.
How can I make my purse lighter?
Shush.
No.
Yes.
No.
The key to the city. Your efforts have been exemplary, but these self-proclaimed cartels must defer to the assembly and restore order. Exclusion from caste and society is no excuse. Perhaps suggest that it would be a simpler matter to march on the quarter, or simpler still to withdraw infrastructure support. What infrastructure support? A tunnel breach would be most unfortunate, but current policy direction prohibits any deals that would legitimize cartel operations. Downward pressure on certain elements of our society has proven useful in shoring up the economy with an excess of affordable labor. It also discourages enlistment in the Legion of the Dead, the one accepted path to partial redemption, and a vital force in our weakening front lines. This model suffers when criminals create their own hierarchies with alternative methods of social advancement. Every stone has a face that can't be carved, a side that must be earthward. We need their so-called dust town, but it would be inadvisable to include that in negotiations. We have the utmost faith in you, Captain, and the rest is obscured by bloodstains. Something tells me that Captain did not get very far. Idle dwarf, a beggar, beggar, beggar. Nadizia. You have a name, what's up with you?
Well, look at that. It's not often old Nadezda sees a fine
Nadezda.
stranger here in Dust Town. Help a poor cripple.
Well, here's 5 silvers. Buy yourself some food.
You're as kind as you are beautiful. I owe you when I get back on my feet. If my feet still worked. It takes a stranger to notice how bad things are, huh? No dwarf would lift a sodding finger. Excuse my language. What takes you out of the diamond quarter, stranger? You got a vice you're looking for old Nadezda to fill?
Oh. How did you get crippled?
I'd say it was an accident, try to get some sympathy coin, but you look like you'd rather hear the truth. I was running protection for the Carta when some guardsmen caught me. Duster I was with had coin for a bribe, but I took a stand. Guardsmen broke my sodding kneecaps and had me kneel in dung until the infection set in. Never healed proper.
Ooh, my God. What's a Carta?
Well, now I know you're not from here. The Cartas who
Oh, a
runs
cartel.
Jarvia's got her boys everywhere. They tell you, and you jump, because they're the only ones with the coin and the steel to get whatever they want.
Tell me about Dusttown.
It's pretty much as you see it. The raw stone where the casteless live, because we're not welcome elsewhere. You're born to wear a branded face in Orzammar, and you'll live your life in Dusttown.
What do you mean by brand?
Means you don't exist. It tells everyone who sees you not to work with you, not to serve you, and not to care if you're hurt. The Deep Lords burn it into us the day we're born, so no one accidentally oversteps her place.
Yeah, caste system's kind of bluff.
Oh, that sucks. I should get going now.
I'll just stay out of your way then.
Any social system that essentializes people on immutable characteristics is
a suspicious door. Yeah.
I mean, it's even more tragic when you recall.
It's not for me, it's for my child.
You want to talk to her.
Yep, I'm gonna get poorer in a moment.
But no, there's actually a way that you can solve that issue without having to spend money.
Anyway.
It's the caste system that exists for the dwarves is even sadder when you discover why the caste lists were even created in the first place.
Oh, well,
which you will discover later.
When I do, I'll be sad. Can I go? And there we go.
Have you a coin to spare, milady? It's for my son. He's sick. He hasn't any clean clothes to wear or anything to eat today. Neither have I.
Why doesn't your son's father help you?
A question I ask every day. He was eager enough for a daughter who would bring him into the mining caste. But since the boy was born, I've not seen nose or heel of the lout. And me alone on the street, forbidden to return to my family unless I... But no, I can't bear to even think of it.
What does your family want you to do? I have a suspicion!
My son's father is casteless, as is he. I used to be a miner, but my parents stripped my caste and refused to accept me back. Unless I agree to abandon the child in the deep roads and pretend I never bore him.
Oh my God.
The dwarves kind of suck.
Holy shit! That's horrible.
Yeah, there's a reason there's a lot of dwarves who want to
The
escape to
Shapers
the
teach
surface.
that only children of true lineage exist, not those born casteless. But they never carried a child. He cries like any other infant, and smiles when he's warm and full. I can't kill him because of an accident of birth, an accident I forced on him.
Oh, she's a good mama. Maybe I could reason with your family.
You would do that? But why?
Don't look a gift warden in the mouth!
I'm mysterious.
I'm the warden, the hero of Ferelden, though I don't have that title yet, but I'm gonna earn it. I do not like seeing a child suffer.
Then I cannot offer enough gratitude. But I warn you, my father is a stiff-necked man. His name is Ordell, and he's usually at Tapster's in the evening. I do not think he will listen to you. But I will wait anxiously to see if you can do what you promise.
Man, if I was a warden, I'd just go up and fucking break his neck.
I just walk in and be like, hey, bro.
Like an 80s action movie, just walk up and minor pressure applied and a loud-ass cracking sound.
Sup, boyo? I'm the Grey Warden. Excuse me? You have two options. You can let your daughter bring herself back and make up some bullshit about adopting the baby, or fucking whatever you have to do to spare your stupid ass. Oh. Explanation of rocks. Or I can just cut your head off right here and just say it was warden business and nobody will stop me. Do you want?
Then I would break people's necks until the problem was solved.
I will break as many necks as it takes!
This is the warden. This is the way the warden operates. I mean, think about everything we've done so far. We've basically just been hitting stuff until things are fixed.
I'll just punch it until the problem is solved.
Yeah.
I'll find another problem to punch. No, you don't need to punch him. Just talk to him. I will punch the problem. For I am the warden.
I'll take it all the way up the chain of command until the problem is solved.
Ferb says this is the way.
Yeah.
All right, the cast list.
When has talking ever solved our problem?
Yes, with my maximum persuasion. When has talking ever solved any problem I've had?
I say that as you're playing a BioWare game, which they're known for talking.
Yeah.
Their biggest
they want you to talk rather than punch things in the face, but that doesn't mean there aren't times where you shouldn't punch people in the face.
Yeah, sometimes
you should.
Where punching is
yeah. Zeno says punch it till it works. Yeah, like a jukebox in Happy Days. The cast list. The caste system in Orzammar includes many groups of privilege, the nobility and the warriors above all others, but to a lesser degree the merchants and the smiths and the miners. Tradition establishes a clear hierarchy, but as in any culture with an upper class, there is also a clear underclass. These unfortunates, the so-called casteless, are believed to be the descendants of criminals and other undesirables. I'm guessing by the way that statement is phrased that that's not true. They have been looked down upon since Orzammar's foundation. They have taken up residence in a place called Dust Town, a crumbling ruin on the fringe of Orzammar's common areas. Orzammar society considers these casteless lower than even the servant caste. Indeed, the casteless are not allowed to become servants as it is too honorable a position. They are seen as little better than animals, their faces branded at birth to mark them as the bastard children of the kingdom. Their home district, little more than a slum, is a haven for crime, organized and otherwise. Orzammar's guards seemingly cannot be bothered to patrol its streets. The best that most casteless dwarves can hope for is a life at the whim of a local crime lord, ended abruptly by violence or in an overexuberance of toxic lichen ale. So even their booze is bad for them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Even so, there is some hope for the casteless, a dangling rope that offers a way up into greater Orzammar society. Since a dwarf's caste is determined by the parent of the same sex, the male child of a nobleman is part of that noble's household and caste. Strangely, it is acceptable for casteless women to train in the arts of courtly romance to woo nobles and warriors. They are known as noble hunters. Any male born from such a union is considered a joyous event, considering the low rate of dwarven fertility. Oh, and they have a fertility problem too. Great.
They do, and it's a product. There are a lot of theories as to why that is. Some people suspect it's because of their proximity and frequent contact with lyrium. Others think it's because of their frequent contact with Darkspawn.
I was gonna say, I bet you the Darkspawn will make you sterile real quick.
But regardless, yes. And then also keep in mind that the dwarves are basically like reduced to two cities.
Mm-hmm.
There are two like dwarven cities that still exist. All the rest are destroyed or lost.
Yeah. Oh my god. The mother and the entire family are then taken in by the father's house, though they will retain their caste. The dwarves we know on the surface are also considered casteless once they leave Orzammar, though this is only relevant to those who will return, if they are allowed to return at all. Dwarves who leave for the surfaced, the sun-touched, as they are often called behind their backs, lose their connection to the stone and the favor of the ancestors, and thus are worthy of little more than pity, for upon dying they are said to be lost to the stone forever. Put that way, it seems a sad existence indeed. By Brother Genitivi!
Zeno says that the Darkspawn are real boner killers, and that is entirely true.
That is completely true.
And for that, they are not based. They are most unbased.
Yeah. Technically, there's more of this place to explore and probably other stuff to do, but I am so disgusted by the whole, and I'll just leave my daughter and her baby here to die, that I'm going to go to the tavern and punch this guy right now. I'm stuck. Hello? Okay, there we go. I got trapped on a wine bottle. Alright, I'm going to go punch someone's dad.
Beware the wine bottle.
Beware the wine bottle, yeah. Hey! Hey! It's
What are
me!
you looking at, stranger?
Are you
I
Ordell?
could be. What business is it of yours?
If you don't take Zerlinda back, she'll die.
What? You think she'd die just to keep that thing?
Yes.
She knows what
Yes!
baby.
It's what she's doing right now!
Go.
Just a little cur. Can't she see she'd have a better life if she got rid of it?
Could you pretend that your child never existed?
I've been trying. It's not as easy as I thought.
Oh, who could have guessed?
Tell her... We never meant to hurt her. It just seemed best that... Oh, just tell her to come home. Her mother and I are waiting for her.
Problem solved, and I didn't have to break his knees! Yeah! He was so ashamed he disappeared. Which still would have liked to.
You shamed him out of
This should be
existence.
easy enough.
I did! Yeah, Ferb said, wow, imagine throwing away any child when you have a species-wide fertility problem!
Yeah, interesting.
That seems a little suspect.
There will be dialogue in Dragon Age Inquisition between two major characters that I think will be very illuminating as to the prospects that the dwarves currently have.
It sounds like the answer to that is not many. Hi, you can go home now.
You're back. I thought you weren't coming. What did he say?
What did you want me to do again? Your father wants you both to come home.
Both of us? I don't believe he said that. I've never heard him refer to my son as anything but trash. He calls him it. But maybe Mother convinced him. Or you did. Oh, my friend. I cannot thank you enough. If this were a story, my son would grow to manhood and pledge himself as a knight in your service. When he grows up, I will send him to you. I promise.
I mean, you don't need to, although the way this society works, that might actually be good. That might actually be really good for him.
Yeah, actually, it probably would be a lot, because he's technically castless.
Yeah.
Something that I really like about the way Orzammar is portrayed here
Mm-hmm.
is that everything that you're learning right now, every single thing that you're seeing, you'll be even more disgusted when you go up to the what is it, the Diamond?
Yeah,
Quarter?
the Diamond District or whatever.
Yeah, when you head up there, you'll be even more disgusted. But it does a really good job at reinforcing how bad things are, and so that makes the pivotal choice for the main quest line here all the more difficult, because you're going to have to make a choice about basically. So you're aware that they're currently having a leadership crisis, right?
Yes, they're having a leadership problem, and they have two guys. One is slightly more progressive, but he is not the heir to the throne. And then he's not the son of the leader. And then there's the son of the leader, who I suppose traditionally maybe would be a better choice, but he is still.
And it's where so Balin and Iduken. Iduken is the more conservative of the two.
The asshole son who killed a guy in the streets.
That was Balin.
That was Balin?
That was Balin who killed a guy.
Oh no!
So you have a tough choice. You pick somebody who's kind of like power crazed, but is more progressive.
Oh god.
Or somebody who's more traditionalist.
But didn't kill a man in the streets.
Yeah, but is more stable.
Oh god.
Yeah, it's a tough choice. It's even tougher when you play as a dwarven noble, because you learn other things about Balin that make him even worse.
Oh god.
Like he's willing to kill his own brother.
Oh god. Okay.
So yeah, Balin and Iduken are. It's a tough choice.
I'm with Zeno. I also wonder what will happen to her son. I hope that it's not going to be, mother, father, I'm home, and then it's like, oops, your child mysteriously drowned in the middle of the night. I don't know how that happened. I don't think so. I'm pretty sure that we... Yeah, I'm pretty sure that we guilted that man into accepting his grandson.
Yeah, Zeno put it perfectly. Bloodthirsty progressive or nice guy who has bad politics.
You know, I know which one I'm leaning towards, and it's not the conservative guy. The slums! You thought that Dusttown was bad, now it will get worse. Hello?
You want a quick save here?
I'm gonna open up a box and fucking get murked.
I often side with Balin, but it is a tough choice. It's one of those things where it's like, does the ends justify the means? You know, like you're. It is an ethical issue.
Okay, well that's all that was in here.
Man, you just break into somebody's home and just start stealing shit? What's the matter with you?
I was about to say, I feel kind of bad that I just robbed some really poor people, but,
Well, there's no
morality system. Why did you break into this? Yeah, the skeleton pops out of the box from Soft Style, and I fucking die. Yeah, you died. There's a suspicious house over here, but I can't unlock it right now.
Oh, don't worry.
I'm sure that it's connected to this fine gentleman over here, whose quest I have yet to accept because I don't have the money.
It is actually more significant.
Oh, voice cracked. Sorry. As you can see, my voice is still not 100%, so sometimes I reach pitches only dogs can hear. What quest am I on? I have to pick another one now.
I think so. What's the requirement for the unlikely or the chant in the deeps? Does that require you to go into anywhere?
The Noble Quarter.
Yeah. Okay, you're already headed out there anyway.
Yeah, that's why I went down to the dusty place first.
You also want to do. You also want to help that young lady get to the.
Hi. Yes. You're a nug, right? I've wrangled the nug into a box. I didn't expect to just find a nug sitting around outside.
Well, remember that the nug wrangler was like...
Yeah, he's like, oh, it ran off.
Help me. There are nugs everywhere.
Oh, hello. I've wrangled him into a box.
I may not like the chantry, Zeno, but it is important to ensure freedom of speech.
Is that what all that funky squeaking I've been hearing is? Is that a nug? Are those nugs I'm hearing?
Those are nugs.
Oh, then I should wander back to where I heard more squeaking.
Yeah, you wanna grab them nugs.
I need to grab. I didn't see them before. Now they seem so obvious. I hear more squeaking. Where are you, my child? I have a nice warm box for you. Where did you go? There he is. Hello. They're so cute. They're like big naked rabbits.
Yeah, they're like...
Oh.
There's like a little bit of like a capybara mixed in.
Yeah. It's like a little naked aardvark. And also I agree with you, Ferb. Ferb said, you know, I legit thought that nug was just short for nugget, like a little nugget of ore. And I like that! They're little nuggets! Oh, sir, I have brought you 3 nugs.
Well, the nuggets?
The nuggets!
I just call them nuggets. The nugs actually have a society, believe it or not.
Nugs have a society!
They do. You'll see in the future.
Go on, I'm out of the nug game. Got nothing to sell.
I have 3 nugs for you.
Saraka, I'm back in the game, such as it is. I don't have much besides gratitude, but find a bunch more of these and I'll toss you whatever I've found.
Good on you, I got 2 more.
You're the best wrangler I've ever seen, but there's more out there. You're the best wrangler I've ever seen, but there's more out there. I trust Vala, my nug wrangling friend.
Alright, I'm not gonna go into the deep roads, but I'm gonna wander and see if there's any nugs down here.
The deep roads are home to the Darkspawn now. Oddly, they're supposed to be safer to travel during a blight.
Yeah, because they're all coming out. It makes perfect sense. Come here, little nugget! Oh, you're going home, my little buddy! Hopefully it is something good. I don't know what this Nug Wrangler guy does, but hopefully it does not turn you into food. I just realized he is right next to the cafe, so maybe that's what's happening.
Well, they gotta get
Well,
food somewhere. Yeah, that's not a chicken. That's all I'll say.
I know those are. Well, I mean, I commented before. I'm like, hey, look, there's nugs over here. They seem to be cooking them. Oh no, that's just connected to the top. Shit. Okay.
Dwarves gotta eat. That's all I'm saying. Okay, it's either us or them.
Oh, Ferb says that's a Skyrim voice actor. He does Dark Elf voices. Azura's Blessing, and Xeno responded with, Ferb, you are a Dark Elf. And Ferb says, please, I'm as white as sour cream. Ooh, tasty. I will put you in my tacos. Xeno also would like us to know that the Ferelden Nuggets have just won the NBA Finals. And much like Airbud, it is a team comprised entirely of nugs. Okay, let's go over to the obviously ostentatious wealthy sector. Yes, boy!
So, what do you think will happen to all those people we left behind in Lothering?
Some of them will find their way to Denerim. Many will die, as the Maker wills.
Don't you wish you could have stayed there? To help more people, I mean.
If the Blight isn't stopped, everyone will die. This is the greater good we're serving, both of us, right here.
So it's all right to let some people die for the greater good? I'm not so sure about that. I felt bad leaving all those people there, all panicked and helpless.
You're doing what you must, Alistair. There will be worse to come yet. You will need to steel yourself. You know this.
I've never been very good at that. The steeling myself part. I find it better sometimes to just be a little weak. I'm all right with that, really.
I don't believe you. And either way, it's not as if any of us has a choice.
It's okay, Alistair. We know and we love you. Also, I feel like that dialogue should have happened before now, but that's okay. Hey, little dude! Hello, little nugget. I hope that you're not being eaten, but I have a feeling that's where we're taking you to, so we're going on a trip to McDonald's! Yay! We're gonna get some nuggets. That's absolutely what's happening here.
You're the best wrangler I've ever seen, but there's more out there.
The nug leveled up Alistair! Also, I agree with Xeno and Ferb. Men should be allowed to be vulnerable. It is not weakness. It is true and real compassion. I agree. Let's level up the boy. His compassion was so powerful that bringing a tiny little nugget home and giving it to its wrangler has leveled him up. There you go. All right, let's see. Grab that for him. There you go. I'm glad that I've gotten to the point level-wise where I don't need to ask where the points go anymore because the points that I wanted to get to, I have gotten to, and now it's just, I'll just throw everything into whatever their primary stat is. Alright. Okay, Mikey, let's go into the proving and see what happens. Probably not making bread. I'd like to make bread. Because bread is delicious. But, you know. Let's also keep our ears open for nugs. There may be nugs here. Approving fan. A food stand fan approving master. Oh, and a fancy wall carving. Cannot unlock metal door. Fine.
The proving grounds. Bloodsport entertainment for the masses. At its best.
You sound very excited about that, Alistair. Oh, this is the whole of the deep road down here. That looks not great. This big old chasm. Although there does appear to be a small skeleton dog down there, which is nice. Back to the area. So I'm guessing we'll get to where the nobles are through here somehow. Hi.
Good day, stranger. Welcome to the proving arena. We're still closed.
I know
until the
you.
fighters make their preparations, but come back this afternoon if you want to watch the show.
Sounds like fun. I'll come back then.
Enjoy our grand city.
Okay. And that's a door I can't go into. And these are all the fans. So I guess maybe I've gone the wrong way. I thought that this would take me through to the nobles. I guess the only other place to go then would be the deep roads. Yeah, I knew he sounded familiar. That guy is also in Skyrim. He plays Galmir, Ulfric's right-hand man. Or, sorry, Galmar. Ferb also would like us to know that their grandpa gives them a fresh loaf of homemade bread every week, and I don't think I could live without it now, they say. That is a true thing. Fresh bread, oh, amazing. If there is one staple to the human diet, it is definitely bread.
Of lost kings who return to their lands to reign in glory.
I am not lost, nor for that matter, a king. And there's nothing glorious about me.
Your ass is glorious.
Son, you are the rightful king of Ferelden.
I am the son of a star-struck maid and an indiscreet man who just happened to be king. Look, I can't be king. Some days I have trouble figuring out which boot goes on which foot.
Complete fools are made leaders of kingdoms all the time. And you're not a complete fool.
What an utter relief.
Only a partial fool.
And don't worry about the boots. Kings don't need to dress themselves. That's what advisors are for, isn't it?
And star-struck maids, apparently.
I was actually going to say, oh, Alistair, you think that wealthy people like kings and shit dress themselves? No. And also for people who didn't hear me, don't worry, Alistair. Your ass is also amazing. Alright, since I can't get into the nobility that away, I guess the only other place to go would be the oh, there's the Diamond Quarter. It's this door. I went the wrong way. Well, excuse me. Okay. Alright, what we got? We have a noble. A guy with a name. Council Writ. What is that?
You can, as Leliana, you can pickpocket the nobles up here.
This is where all of my money is going to come from. I'll switch to her then. I'll just have to figure out how to pickpocket. It is the key to the city. Okay, more of this. It is agreed that no rules of procedure were explicitly broken, but a 5-day filibuster is nonetheless worthy of censure. Division of House Gorosmote property was deliberated for a full session. And forfeiture of the southern estate deemed a necessity. Since the birth of young Cade necessitates his elevation to noble status, and it is unthinkable for a noble family to live in the slums, it is the responsibility of the father to accommodate the placement of his family. It is not possible to simply generate new space in the Diamond Quarter without compromising Tig's structural integrity. Lord Dance's comment that, quote, if Lord Grossmote didn't want a new heir, he shouldn't have slummed for a concubine, was indeed inappropriate, but the proper procedure for resolution through proving was followed, so they beat the shit out of each other. Both parties agreed to accept his retraction, and that matter is considered separate and closed. The decision of the Assembly regarding the placement of the Duncoat clan stands. From a writ of the Assembly Zoning Council regarding the placement of the Duncoat clan. And the rest of that was about oh, you did a good job, guardman. All right. Leliana. I will F5. Tell me, how do I rob? Do I have to take the skill and do a thing? Is that what this is? Steal. Aha! Hi, you have a name.
You have come at a difficult time. Orzammar is ailing for want of a king.
Ooh, I got items. What did I get? Oh, I got healing poultices and a spirit shard. Excellent. Well, now I'm just going to walk around robbing the nobles, and frankly, I don't feel bad about that.
They have definitely not endeared themselves.
Ah. Herb says, you think wealthy people are smart? You think rich people wouldn't go down thousands of feet into the ocean in a non-OSHA compliant submarine piloted by a game controller with no GPS? Insane. No one would do that. You'd have to be crazy.
Their own hubris. Oh, okay. He was just a town crier.
Oh,
right.
I'm sorry. That was an accident. I realized that after I robbed him. I'm like, wow, he didn't have a lot of money. Oh, he was just a guy.
He's just doing his job.
He's just a dude. He was just a little dude. I'm sorry, little man. More health poultices. Very nice.
The more the merrier.
Yes.
So yeah, you'll wanna get as much gold as possible.
Right away.
Another spirit shard. Very nice. Oh! I can do this now. Where did it go? Hello? There it is. You use that. Yeah! Hold on to that until I can find Arcane Warrior, I suppose. But now I get to do this. Take that. Anybody enters melee range with her, she can use that. Which I'll program her to do later. Hi!
This has dragged on too long. It's an insult to King Endrin's memory.
So you say. Those are just gourds. Wall carving.
I shall.
House Hadoken. House Hadoken. Let's see. House Hadoken, Shield of Orzammar. The Assembly has never named a paragon with so little disagreement as there was for Paragon Hadoken. No naysayers, only a single abstention. His worthiness was unquestionable, his favor with the ancestors clear. But family rumor says that the man himself was deeply troubled, prone to fits of melancholy and self-doubt. Never satisfied with his great achievement in protecting Orzammar, he died cursing that he had not managed to save the outlying taigs. Before he rose to Paragon, he was of little note. The memories tell us that he never entered a single proving, never sought to elevate his place among the warrior caste. He spent most of his years prior to the First Blight fighting skirmishes in the deep roads, keeping them free from surface bandits, content to live quietly with his wife and daughters. When the Blight began, it caught Orzammar in the midst of a vicious inter-house war. Most of the warrior caste was caught up in the feuding, for as word of the attacks poured in, each great house demanded that the army be sent to defend their taig, and no house would agree to sacrifice their own holdings for the safety of any others. The Assembly was so utterly tied up with the infighting that the Darkspawn spread unchecked to the gates of Orzammar herself. In the chaos, Hadoken grudgingly took command of the armies. He enlisted the aid of the mining caste to collapse overrun passages, called upon the smith caste to provide them with arms, and bypassed the assembly and the nobles entirely. With his leadership, Orzammar was saved from annihilation. For his insubordination, he was made a paragon, yet he always considered it a defeat. Sounds like Shepherd. What did I get? What cool things did I get? I don't know. I got something. The guards probably have plenty of money, so I'm not feeling too bad taking shit from them. They work here.
They're part of the state.
They are part of the state. They get a lot of money. That one had a health poultice.
Lord Balin's impending marriage to a castless proves his dedication to change. No dwarf is without worth, he has been heard to say.
Oh, he's just a crier. You, though. Come here. Give me your money.
I like how you're applying, like, morality to you.
I mean...
So this is the seat of the king. Except he isn't sitting there at the moment, I suppose.
That's because he's dead. Win.
He done croaked.
He done croaked. He done died. Slowly.
A lot of items from these people.
I know. I've not gotten a lot of money, but I've gotten a lot of stuff.
I mean, it's still a lot of stuff that you can sell.
Oh, yes. For sure. Like that rock salve and more elf fruit. That's a lot of gold. Can I just get like a bucket? Just do a scoop? just get a scoop? No? Fill my helmet?
Man, it almost, I'm gonna be honest, it almost looks like something I want to, you'd like, it looks like the filling for like...
A really tasty cheese-based meal.
Oh, to me it looks lemony.
Oh, lemony. Yeah, it could be lemon.
Like a...
Oh, like a lemon bar.
Lemon bar, yeah.
Oh.
Like a lemon bar or like a citrus Danish or something. I don't know.
Ooh, lemon
to
Danish.
me, it looks like something I would want to eat, which is...
Come back here, bitch!
But...
Give me your money!
Or maybe it kind of has a little bit of an OJ look to it too.
There we go. She had 30 money. If only the cooldown would go down faster. Today on the... Oh, I already robbed him. Today on... Today...
You've stolen from so many people that you've
yeah, on today's stream, we rob the upper class.
Wealth redistribution.
We steal from the 1%. When we said eat the rich, we weren't joking.
I mean...
Well, we're not literally eating them. Not yet. Yeah, we're eating the nugs, which is sad. But necessary. I mean, what else will we eat? Poisonous mushrooms? Lichens? Physically consume the rich, shouts Ferb. Yeah, and they don't like to pay their taxes, so we're taking it from them. Yes, this is their Grey Warden tax. It goes to making sure that we have all of the things that we need to not get eaten by Darkspawn. Did I already rob that man? Yes. Wait. I don't remember, actually. I did. We'll get back on track in a minute. I just have to make some money. It goes directly to protecting your ass. Liliana, can you walk at... Liliana, please. Thank you. Just the most obvious tailing you've ever seen in your life. Anybody hiding in the corners? Any nugs? Any little nuggets? Shaperate. Oh yes, I need to go in here. Let's go into the Shaperate first. I need to speak to a man about a church. And probably also rob them.
Thief! Who would dare take from the memories?
It was not me.
If you think about it, Liliana gets progressively less cute as the games go on.
She will become like the head of an assassin corps, really.
Yeah, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying she's. Yeah.
Do you think there's a lot of money in these Shaperates?
What do you mean?
You think they got some money? They had an object. They had a potion.
I mean, it makes sense that they would have money because they do.
Well, they do live here. Yes, that's true.
They do have a lot of power.
Yeah. Let's see if I can rob a quest giver. Oh, he had big money. Hi.
I'm outraged. A thief in the Shaperate. What have we been reduced to?
Did you get a good look at the guy?
I did. He was bald, with the most
I'm surprised you
brand
didn't
across
assume
his
he
face,
was speaking about
almost like he
you.
took pride in being castless. Imagine,
Well, I mean, I said it wasn't me when I came in. I covered my bases.
as if he'd find a buyer for a stolen tome in Dust Town. They couldn't know their value.
All right. Thief in the House of Learning. I would like to take this opportunity to thank all of my followers over on Patreon and give a special shout out to Jack Fox, Old Monster, Dizarin, Revolution 72, and A Ferb Among Us. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. I'd also like to give a big thank you to everyone else watching. If you enjoyed the video, let me know with a like and a comment. Be sure to have a look at the other videos on my channel and subscribe so you never miss a new one. Links to my Patreon, Twitch, and all my other socials are in the description below the video. I hope I'll see you next time. Bye bye!